Imagine if Kelce had done nothing. Where would he be? Right?
Right.
He had to do something. Not only has stood up for his brother, he stood up for the LGBTQIA community. And I'll tell you, the fact that he thinks he has to apologize is bullshit. Bullshit. All the regular dudes out there, all the alphas out here that are sick of these fanboy douchebag whites that are messing it up for the rest of us good whites, right? He's a good white. He stood up for all these good whites out here, and now he has to apologize. It's bullshit. All right, guys, we're finally here. It's the 400th episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. We got a great show today. We got a bunch of good gimmicks. We got a joke. We got a fun fact. We got a little bit of everything. Stick around. Enjoy the show. 400 episodes, and my wife hates every single one of them.
400 episodes, and I don't even have a wife anymore. The only reason you're taking a poke at me is because you know I'm too famous to absolutely throttle you on this concourse right now. And if there's anybody from Penn State who wants to start making homophobic claims, because we haven't yet to forget.
That took place on Sandusky Boulevard as well.
I'm sure it did. What is green and smells like pork?
Oh, Bern, that's easy. That'd be Kermit the Frog's finger. Would you rather A, live life in the public eye, or B, not know where your next meal is coming from? I think I know the answer to that one. Bern!
Happy 400th episode, Matt.
Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy, Old Uncle Matty. I'm here with the one and only Benoit Pahoud Kase, Bern Pockasy, and we're bringing you episode 400, a.k.a. The Gimmick Show, Daddy. Benoit, how we doing, my good man?
Man, I am, first of all, I'm honored, I'm privileged, I'm touched to be here for the 400th episode. Matty, you've done so much goddamn work on this thing since like COVID days. And I think there's something appropriate about episode 400 coming on a gimmick show. Fairly new show to the family, but the point is we're always moving, we're always shaking, we're always evolving. You never know what we're going to do next. Here's to another 400, brother.
Thanks, man. Hey, you were here at episode 1, Daddy. Don't forget it.
I missed a few, but yeah, I was here for the first one.
Yeah, you were here for the first one, and you'll be here for the last one.
Episode 401.
Dude, this is our last one. Episode 400, But yeah, so I do want, before we keep going, I do want to let everybody know that we have changed our airtime for the Gimmick Show. It is now 10 a.m. on Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Fridays on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Perspectives Podcast. We'll have the Gimmick Show and Let's Get Retorted will both air at the same time. Hopefully. Didn't happen that way last week, but your boy will explain more about that. But, Bern, let's keep it moving. Keep it on moving down the road since this is episode 400 and the Gimmick Show. How about a fun fact?
Maybe the most important fun fact that's ever been uttered on this show. I'm ready for it.
Could be. It could be. But, Bern, your fun fact. 1 in every 18 people have a third nipple.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
1 in 18?
1 in 18, Daddy.
I mean,
doesn't seem logical, does it?
I feel so robbed.
Right. Do you know, think about all the people you've met in your lifetime. Every 18 of them, you've ran into a third nipple here.
I'm just thinking about the math of girls who have gotten to take their shirt off for me, and I've never seen a third nipple, and I feel like...
Same.
I feel like I'm unlucky.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Oh, my God. For sure. So here's a little info. Yes. So it says, yes, some studies estimate that about 1 in 18 people have a third nipple, also known as supernumerary nipple. I think that's how you say it. This condition is also known as polythelia or polymastia. Some other fun facts we have is that they can occur in both men and women, but are more common in men, believe it or not. They can be hereditary. They are usually not as fully developed as a regular nipple, so it's like a nubbin. You got a nipple and a nubbin.
Sure.
They can appear as small as a bump with no nipple features, or they can look like a regular nipple. They're usually harmless and don't require medical intervention. They can be removed for cosmetic reasons or if they cause pain or discomfort. There you go. But that's fun fact. There you go, buddy.
I got
That's a
I
fun
got
fact.
I have so many opinions on this. So first of all, like remember a minute ago when I was trying to sound cool, being like, I've seen at least the breasts of 18 women, and I've never seen a nipple. I've seen so many more dudes with their shirt off, just like growing up
Totally.
in life and like in locker
Shirt, the
rooms or
pool.
playing hoops at the park and pool. Um,
Imagine the pool in the summer, right? Pool in the summer. Everybody and their brother, you're out playing a hot game of wiffle ball. You jump in for a dip. Everyone's got their tops off, tarps off. How many
tarps
third
off.
nipples? None.
None.
None. And they're saying 1 in every 18. So there must be a high concentration of third nipples, being that they said it is hereditary. So imagine there's like a backwoods area where, every Tom, Dick, and Sam, they got a third nipple from their old Uncle Billy who fought in the war.
Yeah, there's definitely a region that is
Mm,
like, or a couple regions that are
yeah,
cornering the market on third nipple
totally.
and bumping those numbers up. Also, I liked what was the phrasing? That it wasn't necessarily harmful. Was the
It
word harm?
says they can appear, okay, so let's see. Hereditary. It says, okay, they are usually harmless and don't require medical intervention.
Okay. So like I love that terminology towards a nipple. Like they're usually harmless. Like nipples are out there just terrorizing the world. Like we've all been so terrorized by nipples. Like, no, don't worry. A third nipple will not make him or her any more dangerous. I have personally never been harmed or terrorized by a nipple. And I don't intend to be until the good Lord calls me home.
Would you? I mean, what would you do? What would you do if you ran into a sweet honey babe with 3 nippies? What would you do?
I don't know, like Christmas morning. Like that's the one part you're not allowed to see, right? Like I'd feel like I won the lottery. I'd feel like she was a real special gal and I'd
Probably is a
treat her
real special
right.
gal.
And
Totally.
now I'm like,
Now
I
you're
got two.
looking for it. Now you're looking for it.
I mean, I'm
Right?
looking for
Am I
whatever
right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
right, right,
yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Uh-huh.
You'd look for 10 nipples if it got you one. You're
Come
like, give
on.
me one right now.
Uh wow, 1 in 18 seems insane, but I think you're right. I think there's probably some regional pockets that are really
Yeah.
bumping those numbers.
Totally, totally, totally. There's a couple concentrations. I'm thinking maybe northern Louisiana, eastern Mississippi, southern West Virginia, and probably parts of Iowa.
it's
That's
gonna
my thought.
be it's gonna be some of it's gonna be pretty swampy, if I had to
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, if I know a third nipple like I think I do, it's all about the swamp. So
Great,
yeah,
great fun
so
fact. That was a
great
great
fun
fun fact.
fact. So that's a great way to start off episode 400. Another way to start off episode 400, Bern, is with Blue Chew, the best male enhancement pill in the game. I'll tell you, if you want a 400 rager, you know what I mean? If you want to keep it up, like we've kept it up with 400 episodes, the only way to do that is with Blue Chew. Number one male enhancement in the game. Better boners, better life, better everything. And it starts with Blue Chew, Daddy. Bern, your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if there's one thing the Working Perspective podcast has proven thus far, it's stamina, it's longevity, and it's bringing the pipe, guys.
Bring that pipe, Daddy.
Blue Chew, more boners, more better, more Working Perspective podcast.
Yeah,
Let's do
bring
this
that
thing.
pipe. So, okay, let's keep it moving, keep it on moving down the road. Burn. How about a joke?
Uh,
This one actually fits. Can I just get right into it?
just do it. Yeah. We don't need to
Okay,
pretend anymore that
pulling the
this isn't
band-aid. Here we go. Burn.
okay.
First one. What did one boob say to the other boob?
What's this third nipple doing in between us? I don't know. What did one boob say to the other boob?
What did one boob say to the other boob? Well, that's easy. They said, if we don't get support, people are gonna think we're nuts. Duck.
All right. All right. All
Get
right. All
it? The
right. Yeah.
sagging,
No,
sagaroonies.
no, no. That was all right. All right. Okay. All
Dude,
right.
did you ever seen a pair of heavies down to the belly button? I know I have.
Bro, come on. What am I? This is my first day on the job. Do I look like
Daddy,
a
I know you done it.
do I look discerning to you at this point? Come on. I didn't even shave for this podcast. I'm out there.
Yeah, I know you are. Let's keep it moving, keep it on moving down the road. Burn, next joke.
All right.
What do you call an expert fisherman? Now give this venture a guess. Venture a
Okay.
guess.
Uh an expert fisherman. I'm getting Bass Pro Shop feelings. I'm getting angler, wrangler, dangler feelings.
Let me just tell you. Burn, what do you call an expert fisherman? Well, it'd probably be just like you were from age 14 on. That would be a masturbator.
Oh, from 14 to 16 and 40 until infinity. Welcome to Cashville, everyone. It doesn't
We've
get
been,
better.
hey man, we've been knowing how to use that pole or at least bait that pole for a long time, Daddy.
And a
Um,
good thing we do.
yep, I got another one, and this one, Bern, I think you're gonna love. I think, Bern, I think this. If I know you like I think I do, I think this is gonna be your favorite joke that we've done thus far. Now that's going out on a limb because we've had a couple that you
Wow.
just damn loved.
Yeah, no, there's been a couple solid ones. And this is the third joke. You promised you'd never subject me to a fourth joke ever again. So this is our
Well, I
final joke.
lied. It's
You son of a
episode
bitch.
400. We gotta do four jokes.
Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, go. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, this is number 3. Okay, Bern. What is green and smells like pork?
What is green and smells like pork?
Yeah.
Oh no. There's a darkness clouding my mind right now. Like I don't know what the answer is, but I know it's gonna be horrible.
It is.
Oh, I don't know, Maddie. What is green and smells like pork?
Oh, Bern, that's easy. That'd be Kermit the Frog's finger.
Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. That's an image I'll have to try to wash out of
Oh,
my brain before I fall asleep tonight, Maddie. Okay, green smells like
doctor.
pork. Um,
Old Kermie's blaster.
so we got saggy tits, we got jerking off, and we have bestiality third base. So I can't imagine what this fourth joke is going to entail.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Bern. Did you hear about the guy that died of a Viagra overdose? Yeah. Well, they said they couldn't close his casket.
You fucking asshole. All right. All right. All right. All right. Happy 400th episode, Matt.
Let's keep it moving. Keep it on
Let's
moving
keep
down
it moving.
the road. Next thing I want to talk about, and I know you want to talk about it too. So, something happened over the weekend in Happy Valley, Pennsylvania. Our boy, the hometown hero, the king of Philadelphia himself, the one and only Jason Kelce, swatted a phone after a homophobic slur, and then he had to apologize. So, this is why, this is annoying news at its finest. I'll say this. He did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Dude, when you're antagonized, right? Like, You want the bull, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Right? He is in every right to retaliate. That guy that was pestering him went way over the line. Way over the line. The line is here and he crossed it. No, everyone's in agreement. Honestly, he did the right thing. Imagine if Kelce had done nothing. Where would he be? Right?
Right.
He had to do something. Not only had stood up for his brother, he stood up for the LGBTQIA community. And I'll tell you, the fact that he thinks he has to apologize is bullshit. Bullshit. All the regular dudes out there, all the alphas out here that are sick of these fanboy douchebag whites that are messing it up for the rest of us good whites, right? He's a good white. He stood up for all these good whites out here, and now he has to apologize. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for what he did. He can use that language when it's in retaliation to tell somebody that they're a little bitch, and he did the right thing, and I'm proud to know him. Bern.
This is annoying for so many reasons. First of all, the guys there promoting, just by him being there, you're getting more coverage on your game. It's not his fault that you can't beat Ohio State. It's not his fault you can't ever beat Ohio State. Whether it's noon, whether it's 3 o'clock, whether it's 8 p.m., whether it's a white out, whether it's a stripe out, whether it's a blue out, it's not his fault you can't beat Ohio State. All right. He's got nothing to do with it. Second of all, we saw a couple seconds of that video. How long do you think that guy was following him and chirping in his ear? Right.
Oh my God. The whole
afternoon. I'm going to imagine it was way longer than that. Third of all, if that man wasn't Jason Kelce and famous, if he was just a guy who looked exactly like Jason Kelce, that guy never would have stepped to him for 1 second. And if he did, the Jason Kelce looking guy would have destroyed him and no one would have taken a second look, right? And I understand that Kelce used a word that is an insensitive word. But I feel like the phrasing of who's the blank now, who's the blank now, who's the blank now was pretty much there just to be like, you think you're tough. Like, replace that word with any number of insulting words. And I think Kelce's response would have been the exact same thing. I want to let you know that the only reason you're taking a poke at me is because you know I'm too famous to absolutely throttle you on this concourse right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's disingenuous. And if there's anybody from Penn State who wants to start making homophobic claims, because we have yet to forget.
That took place on Sandusky Boulevard as well.
I'm sure it did.
Dude, I'll tell you also, imagine this, that frat boy douche, right? If someone said, hey, go up to the number one center in the history of the NFL and say this to him. Okay. Like, he would have had the balls to do any of that. He only did it because it's Kelce. He thought Kelce would be too famous to retaliate. But he is famous, right? But he's still a dude. He's still a street kid from Cincinnati. He ain't going to deal with that shit, right? He played center for the Birds. Come on.
That dude should wake up every morning and thank Kelce's parents for raising him in a way that he only got his phone broken.
Bro, imagine, I think, Kelce could have gotten away with an assault charge there. Easily. Like, he could have turned around and belted the bitch, right? And been in his right because the guy used a slur, It
just goes to show you that, what happens isn't always what you deserve. Kelce showed a tremendous amount of restraint there and still had to show up on television and apologize because he used the word that I admit is an insensitive word. But I think whatever that guy said to Kelce would have said back as a way to be like, who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah. Agreed. So, okay. Let's keep on moving down the road. So that was the first segment of annoying news. The next thing we got for annoying news is that King Charles III, old Chucky Trace, has reportedly cut Prince Andrew off financially and laid off his private security. This is annoying because these bastards, one, don't need private security. They're bastards. Two, He cut him off financially. Probably didn't make, probably didn't even really notice. And three, Bern, I think you brought this up. He was an Islander. This guy, right? He was an island boy. Old
Oh,
Prince A.
big Epstein guy.
Okay.
Big Epstein guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prince Andrew is generally regarded as an absolute scumbag. He was a guy who was born to a family that did nothing and got to live the life of luxury and poshness without ever applying himself to anything in the world and being too far down like the succession to ever have to worry about, like actually
Yeah.
applying himself and doing anything. So this
Yeah.
guy, I think, spent most of his life flying around with, Epstein and kind of living the dream, not my dream,
Living la vida loca,
living
as
that
they would
living that
say.
living that Sandusky dream. And now, once the chips come down, he's been cut off financially, and he no longer has private security. Guess what? I bet he has. I bet he has a huge trust fund. I bet he has a place to live. I bet he has like jewels tucked away. Prince Andrew's going to be fine. And fuck him, because we don't give a shit about kings and queens. Not in this country.
Amen to that, Big Daddy. Amen to that. Yeah, I could care less about this guy. I mean, this monarchy once ruled over the largest empire on earth. They're lucky they still have jobs. You know, they're lucky they still have jobs, right? Like, if you consider what they do having a job. I mean, they are in the public eye. There's something to say about that. They do live life in the public eye, and I'm sure that that's not, super easy. But would you rather A, live life in the public eye, or B, not know where your next meal is coming from? I think I know the answer to that one. Burn!
Yeah, I got to wake up and go to work tomorrow morning. And still have
Wait,
like
you don't have to wake up and go to a polo match, and you only have
no,
to use your third fastest horse?
yeah, I got to
Burn,
wake up. I got to wake
you
up and go to work
insensitive
tomorrow
bastard.
just to still be kind of poor. So
Right.
yeah, take the monarchy, cram in your cram hole. Most countries have caught on to this point that there's no need for kings and queens.
Ooh,
Um,
hasn't been for a long time.
I mean, I would love it if all of a sudden there was just a revolt in England and they just burnt that whole fucking
Oh,
thing to the ground. Like that would be hilarious to
they
watch.
did love them. They did love their queen, though.
Yeah,
Right.
but she gone, son. She gone now.
86, daddy. They
She
can cram it
gone.
in that cram hole, baby.
Catch her
Cram
when
it up
catch her.
that crammer. Cram it up that crammy in your cram hole, daddy.
Bunch of Windsor bitches.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's keep it on moving. Keep it on moving down thy road. Benoit, are you ready for some quick cash? For those who don't know, and I know there's a lot of you, this is how it works. I'm going to ask Bern 5 questions, and we took a survey for each question, and then the top answers from the survey, right? Bern will have to see which ones he can get. We're trying to get over 150 points. Bern, are you ready?
I'm ready to rock,
I didn't
baby.
even
Love
I
love
didn't even
quick
explain
cash.
that well, and I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. Are we good?
I see people on the streets and they're like, all they can talk about is quick cash. So
Quick
it's really
cash,
catching on.
quick cash, quick cash. Yep. Are we ready? Here we go. First question. Name something you need if you want to dress up like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz.
Ruby slippers.
Name something a farmer's wife might accuse him of caring more about than her.
His cows.
If you won the lottery, name something you'd buy for every member of your family.
A house.
Name something your dog might do at the same time of the day as you.
Nap.
Besides photographs, name something specific that gets framed.
Diplomas.
All right, Bern, we tallied it up. Let's get some answers. So, when I asked you, name something you need if you want to dress up like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, you said ruby slippers. Survey said 72. That's the number one answer. Next, I asked you, I said, name something a farmer's wife might accuse him of caring about more than her. You said cows. Survey said 67. Also, number one answer. I then asked you, that brings you to 139. I then asked you, if you won the lottery, name something you'd buy for every member of your family. You said house. Survey said 33. Number one answer for that one was car.
That
Let's keep
answer.
it moving. Yeah, let's keep it moving. I said, name something your dog might do at the same time of the day as you. You said nap. Survey said 50. Also, the number one answer. That brings you to 222.
Ooh.
Final question I said, besides photographs, name something specific that gets framed. You said diploma. Survey said 39. That's also the number one answer, which brought you to 261, all time high. Great job.
Wow. 4 out of 5 numero unos.
4 out of 5 number ones, Daddy.
And I'll tell you
Dude,
what, like,
we should keep this card as like a momentum of like how you fucking murder
let that we got to keep it as the all-time high. And also, I know
all
people
time.
said cars. The better answer is house. The better answer is
Yeah.
house. Get them a house. Don't get them a car. Let them get their own
Get him a
car. Get them a
fucking
house.
house, you fucking stew. All right, you
Oh,
ready? We'll do our
yeah.
second one. All right, Bern, ready? Here we go. Same thing, trying to get over 150. Here we go. First question. Name something you might think about getting rid of because it's starting to make a lot of noise.
Refrigerator.
Name something you have to buy almost once a week.
Milk.
Name something people rub for good luck.
A rabbit's foot.
Name something that rhymes with stakeout.
Make out.
Name a phrase that begins with hold your.
Horses.
All right, here we go. We're trying to get over 150. I said, name something you might think about getting rid of because it's starting to make a lot of noise. You said refrigerator. Survey said 6. Number one answer
Ooh.
for that was your car. I then asked you, I said, name something you have to buy almost once a week. You said milk. Survey said 79. That brings you up to 85. I then asked you, I said, name something people rub for luck. You said rabbit's foot. Survey said 40. Also the number one answer. I then said, name something that rhymes with stakeout. You said make out. Survey says 35. That brings you to 160. That was also the number one answer. I then asked you, I said, name a phrase that begins with hold your. You said horses. Survey said 37. Also the number one answer. That brings you to 197. Woo!
What a week. What a
Dude,
week.
2 smashers, Daddy. 2 smashers. All right. Well, this has done it for the 400th episode and this next latest episode of the Gimmick Show. Bern, what do you got before we get out of here?
Guys, listen, we are, I mean, I know it's episode 400, but we're still just getting fired up. We're still just getting warmed up. This shit is getting better every week. All right.
Every
Keep
week,
tuning
Daddy.
in. Keep supporting. Thanks for checking in. And if you think that more boners would be more better for you, don't sweat it. Blue Chew, baby.
Blue Chew, Daddy. I will say this. I would like to say thank you to everyone that's ever been on the show, everyone that's ever been a part of the show. 400 episodes. I cannot believe it. We've talked about it. We've joked about it. I mean, where we were at episode 300, I almost quit the damn show. Can't believe we made it another cycle to episode 400. I'm just so proud of like just the different levels the show has gone through over the years and all the things we've been able to accomplish and do and the different things we've been able to see and the different people we've been able to talk to. I mean, 400 episodes, Bern.
Wild, man. Wild.
This is so wild, dude. It's so wild. 400 episodes, and my wife hates every single one of them.
400
Uh,
episodes, and I don't even have a wife anymore. All
yeah.
right. We're willing to sacrifice for you guys. So can you just reach down there in the description and send a little note to Blue Chew for Christ's sweet sake? Okay.
Yeah. Blue Chew, how about for present for our 400th episode, you give us a sponsorship. We love you. You know what you can get 400 of, Bern? 400 rock hard raging boners, and that's from Blue Chew, Daddy. Blue Chew, number one male enhancement in the game. Better life, better world, better everything. Blue Chew. And thanks for watching The Gimmick Show. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Perspectives Podcast. Hang us on Instagram at Work Perspectives Podcast. Join us at Twitter and TikTok at WorkingPod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe. Keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Thank you so much for everything. We wouldn't be here without you. We love you. We adore you. We cherish you. Blue Chew. Thanks. See you. 400 up, 400 down. Thanks again so much for being a part of the show and making this thing work. I can't thank you enough. We love you so much. Please remember to take the message and copy and paste it and send it to Blue Chew to get them to sponsor us. Maybe we'll have them for episode 401. Love you guys so much. Thanks. See you.